boys and girls, let's start again. I want you to look at that poster and what is different on that poster. Do you see? Look at the session. Number 3, okay? So we had session 2, so we're going to do session 3. Notice how I cleaned up my table. Again, it's sure different teaching the dining room table, but we're getting along pretty good. And so we're going to do some real neat things today. Some things that maybe your dad, he thinks he's so smart. Of course, I'm just teasing him, but he may learn something today too, or you'll show him about some things today, okay? You ready to go? So let me get around there. All right, remember, boys and girls, I'm a farmer. And when I put my lab coat on, I'm trying to say, hey, I'm a science teacher today, and I like science, and I hope you do too. We had a good review yesterday, or we had a good experiment the other day, and I thought, well, first of all, let's take a little review. When I say iron, does a magnet attract to iron? Yes, it does. All right, excuse me. Plastic does not attract. Wood does not attract. I'll put them like this. I know it's going to be kind of hard for you kids to see. Aluminum foil. Isn't that a big word? Now, kids, all these things that I'm showing you, your folks, or maybe you can write these things down and put them on your banner, because all the things we're on our banner is what we're learning. So aluminum does not attract. Copper wire in your homes that carry electricity does not attract. And here's our rule right here. Magnets attract to iron. Now, boys and girls, you older kids, there's an element called nickel. Pure nickel does attract to magnets. It does. But I don't have any pure nickel. You see the nickel coin? Well, it's not made of pure nickel, and it does not attract. But today we're going to say magnets attract to iron. All right. So today I'm going to kind of tell you a few things, and then we're going to find out more about this. That all magnets have poles, North Pole and a South Pole. Remember, magnets are very, very important. We wouldn't have electricity, or you wouldn't have your cars to run your cars. They gotta have these magnets in to start them. And so we're going to talk about these magnets having poles. Well, I know you like the cow magnet, and what I've done is I've taken a string. Wonder why I've done this? Well, whenever time I pick up a magnet, you may say, well, which one's the North Pole, which one's the South Pole, if I didn't mark that. Such as, if I pick up this right now, this cow magnet, I don't know whether or not it has a North Pole or South Pole, but I know it has poles. So here's my question, even to you older kids. How would I figure out which side is north and which side is south? Okay? Well, I'll give you a hint. Our Earth has a magnetic north and a magnetic south. Our Earth is a planet. We talked about our 9 planets. Well, we're going to find out we have more planets too, but that'll be later on when we get into astronomy. But we're going to find, we know that our Earth has a magnetic north and a magnetic south because we have a mineral called magmatite in our Earth that tends to move because our plates are moving, and that's for your older kids now. But anyway, our magnetic north tends to move. Well, if we have a magnetic north, that means that I can take a very strong magnet. It has to be a strong magnet. Your magnets that you have on your refrigerator are not strong enough. But if you take maybe a donut magnet may work too, but I'm taking this cow magnet, and I'm going to hold it up by a string right here. And kids, as I hold it up, I'm going to turn it back and forth. But when I leave it alone, it's going to stop. See that? And that is south, because our rule is magnets attract north and south. Well, I know from my farm that that's magnetic north. So if I pick up a magnet and let it balance and just let it move back and forth and all, let's just stop right here. That will point north. And north attracts the south. Okay? So let's do another experiment. I have this one. And we need to color the one that is south. Because this one is south because it attracts to the north, or magnetic north. Okay? So what will I do? What do you think? If I take my other cow magnet, it's a very strong magnet, and put it near, I'll do it one way or the other, I'll put it near that. Let's see what happens. Well, let me pull that apart. Look how strong that is. Let me pull that apart, and I'll put it right here. If that is south, and that is north, and north and south attract, that means that this end is what? South. So let's pull them apart. And let's color that with blue. And really, boys and girls, remember, we're just using all the things I find in my house, and probably good if I had some white color, and I don't have any white paint today, but that'd make it easier to see. Let's color that blue. Okay? Color that blue. And we're saying that is south. Okay? So, what I'm going to do there, to kind of help you really to remember that right there, I'm going to put this here like this. Blue, south, okay? Let's try it again. I'm going to let it just turn back and forth. Here we go. It points there. So I'm going to take south and move it over here and see what happens. Look at that. A brand new word that's going to come before you, and that's called repel. Remember our song, Hello to Attraction, Repulsion? Repulsion is a force word and is a push word. South and south tend to repel. There's a magnetic field. There's a magic field you can't see, boys and girls, but it's called a magnetic field. And as I move it this way, it repels, it pushes away. So if I put it on the other side, north, this is south, north and south attract. Pull that apart, strong magnet. Now what would happen, boys and girls, if I take this and move it close to it? You see it trying to move? Okay. Here's my question to you now. You younger ones, think about this. What happens if I turn this over? Okay? And I will come in like this, north and north. And what happens? So let's do it again. I'll just keep on bringing it in. North and south attract. And that is a rule for magnets. Like poles, like north and north, attract, or excuse me, north and north repel, like this. Well, so let's get back together here. That's north. This is south, so here's north. See how they repel? But south and north, remember blue, south, attract, okay? So that's a real good something to learn, because of that, boys and girls, that's why we have motors. And one of our last sessions, we are going to build a motor. We're going to build one because magnets attract and magnets repel, all right? So let's do this. Put this aside over here. And I have, what do you call this? These are called our donut magnets. I have wood. Wood does not attract to the magnet, so it has a hole right here. So I'm going to take this right like this. Hope you can see it. And I'm going to take one. Remember, it attracts, okay? And I'm going to take one, pull apart, and turn it over, and see what happens. Isn't that something? There's a magnetic force right there, boys and girls. You can't see it, but it's there. I can put my fingers right there, not going to bother one bit, and it'll just stay there for a long, long time. If I take this back out and turn it over so north and south attract, it will. Let's take two of them. Turn it over. See how it repels? Look here. Isn't that something? Repelling. All right. Let's take that back over. And let's try one, and let's see what happens when I do that again. Here we go. Now watch it. Here we go. A lot of force, and that's called repelling force. Repel. Repel is a push. Attract is a pull right there. All right, now I'm going to kind of get you guys thinking. Remember curiosity? Let's turn this back around. What's going to happen? To say it, it's going to repel, okay? See that? Nothing's going to happen. What's going to happen, boys and girls, if I turn this over? Think about that. I'm going to turn this over. What's it going to do? Is it going to attract or repel? What's going to happen? Look at there. Those three donut magnets are repelling 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 of the other donut magnets. Let's turn it back over again. Isn't that interesting? Repelling. And because of that, we have motors, we have generators, we have lights, and we have cars. Isn't that neat? All right. I'm going to put that aside right here. All right, boys and girls, look at that. Moving aside. We're going to do a little bit more of that next time. Okay, we played a trick on Dad. Now it's Mom's time. Remember, get Mom when she's tired. Oh goodness, when after dinner or something like this, she's ready to rest, and let's do a trick on Mom. And I guess we can probably do the donut magnets. And boys and girls, sometime if you have time, try to online or somehow get some donut magnets. They're not very expensive, but when you can, try to get some donut magnets because they're very strong magnets. They're fun to play with. And so what we're going to do with this is this. See this aluminum? We found out that aluminum does not attract. We're going to play a trick on Mom. Now, Mom, if you're there, you may have to go in the kitchen a little bit and let Grandpa or Dad kind of be there because we're going to play a trick on you. All right. Is she gone? We're going to play a trick on her. Moms are good. I tell you, I know all of you have some good moms and good grandmas. Well, guess what? Look in here. I have a donut magnet inside this foil. Mom doesn't know that. And so let's put it in like this and hold it like this. And bring Mom back in. And you say that, Mom, does aluminum attract to a magnet? And she'll say no, okay? And just let her, and you hold your hand over the donut magnet and let her bring up your donut magnets or another magnet. And they have to be fairly strong now, boys and girls. And practice on this, kids. You always got to practice on this. And let them bring it up to the aluminum foil. And, well, it does not attract, okay? And then, kids, what I want you to do, well, as Mom is somehow you kind of take your hand and move your hand I've got some magic, some magnetic magic, and you take that and you put your hand over that, you know, and hey, look what I can do. I can make aluminum attract. Look here. Where's that magnet at? It moved on me. Got to practice, okay? And so you got to practice on this. And so because we have that magnet inside, see that? It attracts. Now notice when I turn it over, it repels. Now here's something you can play on a trick on somebody, is let's say, hey, look, do you know that magnets attract? And then you say, well, see if you can do that. See if you can do that. And as you do that, you turn this over, and look what happens. It repels. Isn't that neat? It repels. So let's turn it back over, and it attracts. But really, aluminum does not attract. Isn't that fun? All right, kids, let's we're going to stop there, and you know, I've got to get some more things for you. Had a lot of fun today, and again, tell mom you love her, and tell dad you love them. They're good parents. And you know, kids, also, your teachers are working hard to give you your lessons, you know, and sometimes you may want to write a note to them and tell them thank you, okay? Thank you goes a long ways. So let's start on our song again, and I'm hoping you will. All right, get in, memorize it. Here we go. There it is. Way to fall off. Okay. By now, you need to start memorizing it, kids. You ought to have it memorized because Mr. Moser is going to do this, which I'm going to do right now. Wow. Can you do it? I think you can. All right. I'm going to start you out. M-A-G-N-E-T-F-O-R-C-E, magnet force, magnet force. Forever let us hold our banners high. Now it's time to say hello to attraction, repulsion. Remember the word repel? Repulsion and force. M-A-G-N-E-T-F-O-R-C-E. Okay, I'm going to turn it back around again. Okay, that's our magnet song. Goes to the tune of Mickey Mouse. Here we go again. Let's go faster. M-A-G-N-E-T-F-O-R-C-E, magnet force, magnet force. Forever let us hold our banners high. And kids, you need to start writing all these words we're talking about. Repel, iron, let's see what I have. Magnetic field, magnet song, electromagnet. Oh goodness, kids, tomorrow you're going to see an electromagnet, a magnet made by using electricity. Okay, so don't miss tomorrow. All right, say hello to attraction, repulsion, and force. M-A-G-N-E-T-F-O-R-C-E. Hey, I've had fun, and we're gonna do some more things tomorrow. Okay, here we go. So let me go ahead and shut that off, and I'll see you the next time.